Hello everyone, Mr. K here from Mr. K Studios, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of the most popular games of all time, which is Five Nights at Freddy's. Now before I jump into about Five Nights at Freddy's, I just want to say I am a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I've been since I was in first grade. I learned about it and just, kind of dove into it. I didn't really play the game. I just watched people play it, learned about it, some like Easter eggs and stuff, that kind of thing. But today's video, I'm just going to be talking to you guys about it, giving you my thoughts on it, telling you some things you might not have known about it. Let's dive right in. So I want to start by saying Fnaf is definitely a scary game. There's no doubt about it. It is pretty scary, jump scares and everything, that's just scary. But the thing is, I wouldn't say FNAF is the most interesting game, especially the first one. Like, yeah, you're fighting yourself, or you're fighting animatronics trying to get in. But, I mean, if you think about it, if you watch FNAF, you're watching, like, Jacksepticeye or Markiplier because you want to see their reaction to the game and what they think and when they get scared. You're not really sitting there for the gameplay or how everything goes. I mean, some people do like the game a lot, like the lure about it, the mechanics, the characters. But like, it wouldn't be the most interesting game. Like if you're watching, say Jacksepticeye play like Spider-Man or something, it's more interesting. The game's more interesting when active, if you know what I mean. But FNAF is not bad. It is really not a bad game. It is scary. It's a horror game, of course, and it's just very fun. Now, I want to talk about the phone guy in FNAF. Now, the phone guy is definitely one of the best characters in my opinion because of the way he talks to you. His voice is pretty soothing to the player. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about that. And something I thought I'd tell you if you didn't know. People don't know that the first game actually comes after the second. It might have not been made after the second, but the storyline is where it's after. Because here's a few tips. Now, in the second game when you're playing, you hear that the phone guy is talking to you. And that's already one red flag. How would the phone guy, in the first game, he died in the first night. I mean, not the first night. He died in the first game on the fifth night. And then how would he be in the second? There was only one way. It's before that, which is true. So in the timeline, there's a row of restaurants, which you have first is Fredbear's Family Diner. And then you have another restaurant, which is unnamed. We never saw it. And is exactly like the first game. It's the same building and everything. And you've played in that before because in the second game, he says, you notice there's no doors for you to close. And if you want to dive in more on like all of that, go to the Game Theorist channel and look up the timeline for FNAF, and he will explain a lot about that. But yeah, that is one thing is that, again, how would he be in the second game if he died in the first? That's just one red flag in my mind. That just doesn't make sense if, that goes on. But yeah, the phone guy is definitely a character that we all loved, but he died, unfortunately. So yeah. That's just one thing I wanted to tell you guys if you didn't know that. And now I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite characters in the FNAF franchise. Well, my all-time favorite character is definitely Withered Bonnie because, Bonnie was my favorite character, but the Withered version's really cool, and I love the design, how he has no face, no arm, like all the paint's kind of ripping off. And if you haven't, go on over to my channel and watch the Withered Bonnie time-lapse I did, because I hope you enjoy it, and it's really cool. But yeah, Withered Bonnie is definitely my favorite, YouTuber. Definitely my favorite animatronic, because, just so cool, was my original favorite for a while. And, yeah. But now, I wanted to tell you guys about something about FNAF that a lot of people, just don't appreciate for some reason. A lot of people don't really like this character or don't know much about him, and it is Balloon Boy in the second game. Now, Balloon Boy, there's a lot of pros and cons to this character. There's not really any pros as in the game mechanics, but in the game, you have to protect yourself from him, or if you don't, he steals your flashlight batteries, and, Foxy ends up killing you. But Balloon Boy is definitely a fan favorite because No, he's just like a human animatronic, in his little propeller hat and like little button shirt. And there's a lot of secrets about him in the game. If you look in the vent, when he's in the vent, you'll notice that the buttons on his shirt are black, and there's nothing in his mouth. There is just empty. But when he comes into your office, the buttons turn white, and in his mouth you see something. Or it might have been the other way around or something. But Balloon Boy definitely is a mysterious character because, when he disappears, you have no idea where he goes. You can look through all the cameras and, there's just nothing there. There's nothing there at all. So, yeah, it's just kind of weird, in my opinion, how he is just teleports or whatever. And now I want to talk about another character from FNAF 2, which is the Puppet Master or the Marionette. Now, the Marionette is definitely one of my favorite characters. It's been used to be my favorite for a while because the Marionette, just in general, the character is just so mysterious and just active whenever it gets out of the box. Like, it'll kill you instantly. And there's a lot of things people wondered, like when you die, you'll sometimes be inside of Freddy's mask looking around. People wonder if you're in the first game, which is not true. The Puppet Master did not come with the first game. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found some interesting facts about it. And, just enjoy the rest of the day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.